No, stop right there.
Or you can continue coming here and having me challenge you.
No,
now,
stop right there.
sometimes you don't realize, you did not realize you were a good speller. You didn't realize it. I did. That's why I have opened a school. I'm a teacher. That's my specialty, is to realize what education works.
No.
So, it might hurt your feelings and stuff, but now, did today hurt your feelings when Garrett did worse?
No. Did it hurt you?
It didn't.
Let's stop.
So it hurt you for a few days, and now you feel very good about yourself, don't you?
No.
Look at it. Did you look at it? Tell her how good you feel.
It all goes back to this.
He feels good. He feels good about himself. He's proud. He's a good speller.
It all goes back to this.
You're good at spelling and reading, aren't you?
Garrett was better than me, and then I'm like up here.
Yeah, now you've gone past Garrett.
It all goes back to this. You know that Tabitha's younger than you. You know that she might do something. You know that as the older child, you should not have, however hard you did, whatever you did. And she did, I don't care, Kaden. She misunderstood on whatever level. And she obviously misunderstood because she reacted the way she did. If she was okay with the whole thing, she wouldn't have. So at that point, you should have said, Tabitha, sorry, I thought that was all right. You shouldn't have closed her hand. You shouldn't...
She squeezed my hand.
Oh, okay. She shouldn't have squeezed your hand. You should have said, excuse me, I'm sorry. I thought that we had a deal. That's what it comes down to. And
so if I understand you, what you're saying then is that I sort of, instead of talking to Caden through it, I sort of went up to him that day and smacked him and said, quit spelling things wrong, right? And that hurt his feelings. And what I should have done was dealt with him more slowly and not push him so hard. But my point is that by pushing him a little bit, we've made him feel really good about himself. The public schools have told him you can't spell, you're not good at it. Like you said I'm not good at memorization, right? You memorize 2 poems. They're wrong. They're teaching things wrong. They're not teaching you right. When you get to the age of 16, you'll know more than a lot of college kids if you challenge yourself. Now, you're 10. You don't know how to challenge yourself, right? But I went through 4 years of college. I know how to challenge you. It made you cry. I'm sorry about that, but I think that it was good for you because look how proud you are of your spelling ability that you did not know you had, did you? You didn't know you were that good.
Is it like a way of setting a goal?
You set a goal. I set the goal for you. Okay? You don't know what the goal is. I set the goal for all you kids. You guys don't even know the goal, and you don't care about the goal. If I told you the goal is epistemological stability and philosophical ability and metaphysical thinking and logical skills, you'd be like, oh, what? You know, you don't care. What you care about is day-to-day to build your skills, and I try to help you day-to-day. So when we were up against a wall, we were on a 5-day spelling list, and you were missing 8 out of 10, I said, something's wrong.
And
he's not thinking.
went to, like,
100%.
Oh, 100?
Yeah, well, the fact is, every single one you missed on that test, you can now spell without an error. So I call that 100%. Right? Some of the teachers up at the school would say, he just doesn't get the PH bit, or he just doesn't get the Y for the E. No, he does. He gets it. You just have to give him a reason. Right? So,
like Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia.
M-E-S-O-P-O-T-A-M-I-S.
M-I-S. In Mesopotamia is?
Oh, A.
A, yeah, right. That is a long word. Ask her to spell it. She couldn't give you a half of a hint.
Mesopotamia?
Yeah, Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia.
Yes, I just said it.
P.S. He just gave it to her. Now go ahead, give it to us.
What? Oh, M-E-S-O. M-P-O-T-I-A-N-A.
T-A-M-I-A. So you would have only lost 20 hours on that.
Either way, we're going back to this. Something happened. This is my issue with you. If something happened today, and immediately when it happened, Tabitha was upset. But we go back to this. You have to deal with this stuff. if you were in wherever you're at, whether it's your little sister or not, you thought you'd smooshed a deal, you thought a deal was, you know, and for whatever reason she didn't understand it, and you went ahead with the deal, and then she got mad. And then you got mad because she got mad, okay?
Mhm.
You gotta stop right there.
What if I can't help myself?
You got to learn
I have
to.
no brakes.
You've got to learn to put the brakes on, because
He has
if
breaks in
you,
spelling now.
if
Yeah.
you,
He used to just say any letter, but now he stops and waits. He
would
bites
you
his
guys
lip.
please quit getting off the track?
It's true, isn't it? You
If-
used to didn't have any breaks in spelling. Now you do.
If
He's a good speller.
If that immediately she is upset, that means she didn't understand, okay? So rather than getting mad at her, you have to say, I'm sorry, I thought I just bought this from you. My bad.
Then she won't get it because she's already mad.
Well, you know what?
And then she'll get mad at me.
Now,
If you say to her in a reasonable voice,
Tabitha's important,
sorry,
but so is this kid.
sorry, but it's important for him to understand this.
Right, and maybe that could be talked about later, but right now we need to talk about the relationship with the teacher and the school.
But today,
Him and Tabitha happens at home, too.
Today, apparently, this thing in the classroom with Tabitha, which you came into it, was what upsetting. Yes, Caden?
Today there was a
I
fantastic
watched-
success. He beat the pants off of Garrett.
No,
And we need to
I'm-
remember how good he feels about that.
It was a
I'm
hundred.
not discounting how good he felt about
160
that.
negative, and you went
I
back
am
and you earned it all back
I
up.
am saying, Garrett, that he got to a point.
Went negative 200 and lost 2 stock because of it.
I am saying that he got to this point, and it's almost not even a school thing, in my opinion. He got to this point because he accelerated a situation to a point of whatever where a teacher had to step in. And that's what I'm trying to deal with him right now. With you, not even, I'm saying to him, look.
And that's what I'm
should not-
saying is that deal with that later. What we're dealing
But I
with
told
right
you
now
earlier.
is the school.
But I told you earlier I didn't know why he was upset and wanted to whatever.
Okay.
If he would have told me this, I would have told him this at home. I am first now finding out about it, and so I have to tell him.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. I'll take a few minutes out. You go ahead and do that.
In my role as parent,
You
to
go ahead and
look,
tell him what he needs to do for a few
Rather
minutes.
it's your
Then we'll
little
get back to the
sister.
subject.
rather it's your little sister or whoever, if she got upset that quickly, you know,
She did. She was like, "Meow."
and so do you understand that she probably, I mean, Caden, there's several years between you.
Yeah, I know. It's not like she's
And I don't
7, I'm
think-
8. It's more like I'm 10, she's 4.
But it doesn't matter.
Except she's 6.
But you know what? If she got that mad, that means that she didn't understand. You thought she understood. She didn't.
I bet she didn't understand.
She didn't. So then she sees you reaching over and trying to do something, and she's going to react like, ah! And protect herself.
What I always do
That
with Thomas. And he slugs me. There.
Well,
Me badly.
but whatever those things are with Thomas would still be here.
Now let me talk
I
for
want
just a
you.
second. I want to talk to Caden and you
I
about
want
this Tabitha
you.
thing for just a second here, okay? I let the kids learn. Look at this. I think that Caden's smart. And I think he would have learned today. I don't think me and you need to push it into him. We don't need to make him cry and berate him. Okay?
I'm not berating
I think he
him.
can learn on his own. He can learn what happens when he hurts Tabitha. He can learn how that makes him feel inside. And we need to let him be the intelligent person he is. He's very smart. He is a very smart young man, and we should let him learn from these things. I stepped in. I told him that's not allowed. You can't hurt people. I don't think we need to go much farther. He understands that now. He understands that the adults don't accept it, and he learns emotionally why the adults don't accept it. Why don't the adults let me just slug Tabitha? Because it's not nice. Can I slug Caden? No. So he learned from that today.
Caden.
I think you learned your lesson. Don't you think you did? Or do you think that we should sit here and be mean to you, you know? You learned your lesson.
Caden.
I think so. I think that we should let him off the hook. He, I think, will do a better job next time at dealing with his emotions.
Caden.
And when he does deal with them wrong, we should stop him. That's what I think.
What?
How are you feeling right now? Is that the only thing that happened today that's badness with Tabitha?
Yeah,